If you're thinking about buying silver right now, it's worth questioning why, and not just reacting to the fact that it's moving fast. I'm still buying silver, but not because I think it only goes up from here or that I've figured out what happens next. When prices move quickly, it brings in a lot of attention and a lot of emotion. So this feels like the right moment to slow down and ask a more important question. Why do we even hold physical metals at all? And is it the right tool for you? Before FOMO makes that decision for you. Let's start by admitting something up front. It is kind of strange that we dig metal out of the ground, polish it up, and then lock it away in a box, or in some cases, literally put it back in the ground. And if that sounds weird to you, that's fair. But holding physical metals isn't about the apocalypse, and it's not about predicting the future. It's about resilience. And if you take one thing from this video, let it be that. It's a lot like an insurance policy you hope you never use, or a backup generator you don't even think about until you need it. Before we go further, it's important to point out what physical silver is not. It's not a get-rich-quick asset. It's not a guarantee. It's not necessarily for everyone, and it certainly is not immune to volatility. If someone tells you that silver is a sure thing, or that it only ever goes up, they're either guessing or they're doing you a disservice. And that matters now more than it usually does. Buying anything near all-time highs is uncomfortable. Silver can pull back, and it can be volatile, and it also can test your patience. The mistake here isn't buying at a high price, it's buying without a plan. This means thinking about things like your position size and your time horizon, and most importantly, your emotional tolerance. If a 20 or 30% pullback would make you panic, then physical silver might not be the best place for you to start. And that kind of honesty with yourself is important. For me, the primary role of physical silver is insurance. Not insurance I plan on using, but insurance I'm grateful to have. One of the biggest differences between physical metals and most other assets is counterparty risk. What do we mean by that? There's no issuer, there's no promise, and there's no middleman that needs to stay solvent. My physical silver doesn't rely on a bank staying open, or a broker answering a phone, or any system working in the way that it's supposed to. And that gives me optionality. If markets crash, or if there's an unexpected job loss, or if liquidity dries up temporarily in the system, I still have something tangible that I own outright. And that helps me sleep better at night. Another role my physical metals play for me is preserving purchasing power over long periods of time. Inflation quietly punishes people who save in cash by slowly eroding what those dollars can buy. Historically, precious metals have been used as a way to retain that purchasing power. So I like to think of my silver as dollars that I froze in time when I bought it. And I don't expect perfection, just durability. The third role is optionality outside the financial system. This isn't about being anti-technology or anti-everything. It's about diversifying trust. We all know that gold and silver have been used as money for thousands of years. And it's really only very recently that we moved away from that. By taking money that I don't need for monthly bills and converting some of that into physical silver, I'm buying flexibility for the future. It gives me the ability to transact, to preserve purchasing power, and to operate with fewer dependencies if circumstances change. And physical silver isn't for everyone. It is for people who value ownership, who can tolerate volatility, and who want assets outside of the financial system. It's not for people who need short-term returns, who panic during drawdowns, and who want certainty or guarantees in the short term. And that's okay. Different tools serve different goals. And so for me, holding physical silver isn't about being right. It's about having options. It's about resilience, not prediction. And it's about making sure that no single system and no single outcome or no single future has total control over my financial life. So I hope you got something out of this video. We'll be back with another one next week. My name's Kevin. This is Ounces and Options.